What's up, everybody? Hope you're having a wonderful day and this doesn't mess it up for you. I'm not sure exactly when the movie Superman came out, but I wasn't in a rush to go see it, but I figured I had to go check it out because that's my favorite superhero from the comics, you know what I'm saying? So I had to go get down with that eventually. And I'm really skeptical about DC movies. I never felt like they lived up to what Marvel was putting out. Marvel was serious. And, but anyways, DC, I figured I'd give it a shot. Superman deserved a shot from the boy, from your kid, Yeah, man. I was tired, first of all. Really like physically and mentally tired when I went to see it, but I knew I had to go do it and get it done while I had the chance, so it is what it is, man. So, get up in there, really sleepy, but when it came on, when the lights, when the noise, when them seats start rumbling, you know what I'm talking about, I really woke up and got into it, because there's something that happens to me when I watch movies and watch TV shows and stuff like that nowadays, because I can pick up on the satire immediately. But, so I'm looking at the movie, and the first thing I noticed was those damn robots, because like one of the opening scene or whatever, Superman is going into the Fortress of Solitude, and the robots is in there. I think they call it Helix or something like that, and Helix, and they addressed him as Superman, which kind of tripped me out, because they would only refer to him as Kal-El. So I was kind of, like, wow, okay. Then I believe he whistled or something, and Crypto came out. And I'm like, yo, why does Crypto look like a little mutt? And turns out that James Gunn has the same type of dog. And like I tell people, if you were a director and you had your shot to put something out to the whole world, what would you do? So if you had a message that you wanted to give someone, or because we ain't gonna be here forever, because that's somewhat of a diary for him and for us. Like me right now, I kind of use this internet, I use these social media pages and sites as a tool, not like a photo album, but like as a diary. This is the new photo album. It's online. This is moving hieroglyphics nowadays. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, so I saw that. I was a bit like, wow, okay, this is what they doing? Because I knew that James Gunn was gonna do what he do best. Especially the older you get, the more more sentimental people get. So I'm mindful of that. So then, Lex Luthor, wow. I'm looking at the character, my man Hammer. I'm like, Superman stay getting his ass whooped. Superman stay getting beat up. And I'm not really with that, because I know that not too many people can really mess with Superman. And because in the beginning, his organs was messed up when the Helix put him on the table to be able to see what the damage was to his body, and they said, oh, broken this, broken that. I was like, impossible. But anyways, they made it possible, because this is movies, right? They just can't have Superman walking around beating everybody up, whooping everybody out. So they gotta give us some finesse to it, some style to it, you know what I mean? Some shock and awe. So what I noticed was a very big political stance in this movie that was kind of parallel to modern day political times. And our political times are not what you really think they are. What what we see on TV ain't even really happening. A lot of people don't know that. A lot of people ain't gonna believe me, but it is what it is. You'll find out sooner or later. So the political satire in that movie was shown in the moving hieroglyphics on this television monitor in this big screen in this big dark room, where I'm looking at it like, wow, these people are really writing real life events, telling it upside down and inside out, hoping that you can't figure it out, because it's always a puzzle to this stuff, right? So I forget the name of the country. It begin with a B, Botswana or something like that, where the dude wanted to run down on it, and I'm calling him Netanyahu. He wanted to run down on it because, in my perspective, the way I saw it was, that's Israel, and they running down on Palestine, whatever you want, however you want to pronounce it. And how did they do this? In real life, they've been trying to do this for like 80 years, creating the fictional beef so that they have a reason to run down on them, right? And what did they do, right? So they did exactly what they do in real life in the movie, which Lex did it. He created a fake story, a manipulated set of lies that had some truth in it, because all myths are rooted in truth and all lies may have some truth in them. You know what I'm talking about? So he manipulated that. I saw that as kind of like what they did to Trump, because I'm looking at Superman as Trump, because he said he stopped the war, he stopped the people from dying. He's really about that, right? But they made him out to be against the people. They put it on the media so heavy that everybody out there in the world started to believe that the super meta-human Superman came to Earth to destroy and rule, right? Which, if you know, you know, that's not true. Superman ain't about that life unless he got that red kryptonite in him. You know what I'm talking about? So that's what I saw on that side of the moon, where Superman represented Donald Trump, and the dude with the funny afro represented Netanyahu, or any other bad guy in another piece of this world on another land that want to take over some stuff and just off people for no reason because they want to do it. That's how they feel. That's how they get down, because they're not like us, right? So I was really tight about Superman getting whooped out all the whole damn movie. Like, kind of gets old real quick, where you know Superman, how he get down. It's the Man of Steel, cuz. So how is this possible? But like I said, they gotta give it up in a way where they can give us 2 hours of some good, you know, some good entertainment. And sometimes everybody needs some entertainment, man, because when you brain bang for so long, you gotta find a way to relieve yourself from putting into your head and get some stuff out. Sometimes some release. It's called, you know, release, right? So, yeah, the dog was funny. Lex, let me say this though. The characters, I thought that my man Henry Cavill or something like that, I didn't think anybody was going to be able to do as well as he did from the previous Man of Steel, but my man held it down. He did a good job. The dude that played Lex, he reminded me of the Lex from Smallville a lot, so I kind of rock with him. But one thing that he said during that movie that Lex Luthor, he talked about the nanoparticles, right? And if you know what's going on. It's that part, that satire that's going on in real life. The nanoparticles is probably all up in us right now. That's why they say you need to detox yourself from heavy metals, because that's part of what we're consuming, maybe breathing, drinking, especially if you got that thing, you know what I'm talking about, right? That uno nueve. So, scale of 1 to 10, I'll give the movie a 7.5. It's all right. Nothing crazy. I felt that the graphics at some times was a bit too childlike, but I did like the movie though. I can't front. I stayed to the end, because usually if I go to the movie theater and I don't like the movie, like if it's just trash, I get up out of there. Why am I gonna sit there and keep watching something that's trash? I'd rather be doing something else with my time. So yeah, man, I don't know what else I'm missing right now, to give it up, but yeah, man, just make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button, click that notification bell to all, so you get tied in when we wrap things down and go up. We're only gonna grow. We're only gonna get better at this. It takes a while to gain the confidence, man, because in 20 days it'll be a year that I was in a near fatal car accident. So I'll give shout out to my surgeon, Alexis. She put me back together very well. You know what I'm saying? There's metal all in my face, from my lip up all the way around. It's titanium up in there. She did a good job and put me back together, because I really look like a Ninja Turtle. I was calling myself Michelangelo. It was so bad, I thought that I would never look the same. Things a little different, you can see it, but compared to how I was, man, I'm just happy to be alive.